Whoa, what's up with my key bindings? Ooh. Let me try to fix that. That's weird. Problem solved. Weird. They actually were working earlier, so that's very strange that the key bindings just kind of took a dump. Yeah. Hoping my voice is coming through okay. Testing, testing. All right.
What is it?
What did we get at level 2? As a priest, I don't think we get much. If I remember correctly, we don't get stamina buff until maybe stamina 2 or 4. Who knows? Not worth checking. I love the one thing about the Horde is I love the Undead Horde. Like the Undead Horde, I love the starting zone for the Undead. I love the animations for the Undead. The Undead have always been my favorite Horde race. They just are so good. They look so good. Their voices are good. Their jokes, everything about them's good. Their jokes, their emotes, starting area, the lore, it's just everything about them is just really, really good. I don't know. It's like I probably should have played more. Like I probably should have played more Undead Priests because I love Undead Priests. Undead Priests, Undead Warlocks. Resist, and I'm out of mana. Gonna kill this guy the hard way. What? Sorry, my wife's texting me. This is not good. Oh man. Every time I think my wife's been in the hospital since Monday, and every time I think she's getting better, something happens. I just looked it up and it's a side effect of the meds that they have. Oh, great. My wife's in the hospital and she is seeing trails and white flashes in her eyesight. But it's a side effect of the medication man, what kind of medication they put her? Oh, jeez. Ooh, I got a brown pouch already? Look at that. Hold on a second.
guard all day. I'm listening. Hello? Victory for Sylvanas.
This had better be good. Beware the living. Speak quickly.
No. No, I don't play that. I don't play that steaming pile of dog shit.
Our time will come.
There's no SOD in this dojo, man. SOD is garbage. It's just good old, the best version of WoW, vanilla World of Warcraft.
Goodbye. I have exactly what you need.
Do you now?
Victory for Sylvanas.
But what I need is some mana drink.
Be quick about your business. Farewell.
There's definitely more Horde than there are Alliance because I've actually played on both sides because I have 2 WoW accounts. So I would say there's at least... There's a lot more Horde on Alliance, but there's Alliance too. I mean, there's, you know... I would say it's probably 60% Horde, 40% Alliance maybe. Hold on a second, I got it. My wife's texting me. She's not doing well. Is safe. Like, I wish she was at the other hospital closer to me because I wouldn't be playing this game right now. I'd be at the hospital, but the hospital she's at is further drive, and if I would have tried to go after work, I would have had to go through like 2 hours of traffic. So it was just crazy. So I'll see her tomorrow morning probably. I'm hoping that she comes home tomorrow.
Lovely.
Sorry, I know this stream's about WoW, but I'm playing WoW to take my mind off my wife being sick, so. But I still, you know, thinking about her, so. You're gonna hear me talking, plus she's texting me, so. So you're gonna have to put up with me talking to my wife. Deal with it.
Problems? Problems is for pussies.
I need to put that like on a keybind, man. Oh, we need to fix this too. Actually, let's just do this. Looks pretty good.
Lovely.
That's my wife sending me these funny clips. Hold on a second. Alright. So yeah, I was playing Shaman, and I've tried Shaman so many times in Vanilla WoW, and I tried it again. And Shaman is good. It's a good class. It's very fun, but it just isn't... It just is missing something for me. You know, like, I don't like the totems. I don't have to, like, drop totems all the time. I find it just kind of a nuisance, to be honest. And I feel the shaman feels a lot like the druid in Vanilla WoW, where it's like really good. I mean, it's good at a lot of stuff. Like it's a good healer. I was setting up it as a tank and specking tank, and shaman can definitely tank. I mean, no doubt about it. The shaman can tank. They're not the best at damage mitigation, but they can certainly hold threat. And then of course there's just enhancement. But you know, honestly, if I was gonna play like a melee type character like a shaman enhance, I would just play a warrior. It's like why would I want to play a male character who does melee when I can play a plate character that does melee and does it better? So it's just kind of silly. So yeah, the shaman just doesn't do it for me. It really doesn't. It's a cool class, but it just didn't quite do it for me. So I wanted to try a class that I do like a lot, which is the priest. I love priests. And also, I haven't played an undead priest in a really, really long time, and I love undead priests. I love their animations. I just love the way they sound. I love the lore around undead. So, very cool.
Lovely.
Did I just get another bag? Wow, 2 bags already. That's some pretty crazy good luck.
Lovely. Lovely.
Big sneeze.
Lovely. And you are. Goodbye. Embrace the shadow.
Dark Lady, watch over you. And you are. What would you ask of death? Speak quickly. Farewell. This had better be good. What is it? Beware the living. Speak quickly. Watch your back. What would you ask of death? Beware, our enemy is abound. I'm listening. Remember, patience, discipline.
Man, I was talking the whole time. I didn't realize I didn't realize my mic was muted. Sorry about that. I was just saying, I was looking at the keybinds on my other priest because I've got a priest on the alliance side on the same server, and I went over real quick to that other account that I have that has, and I just was comparing the keybinds so that I can kind of set up the keybinds here, kind of similar. I try to keep things consistent. All right, so what do we need? We need that. Oh, we still have the... Oh, we still have the spiders. That's fine. Let's see how much damage this Shadow Word Pain does. 10's not bad. And what level do we get? We get wand at level 5, right? Or no, I have a wand at level 5. Okay. Alright, well we just gotta finish this kind of entry quest, because I already bought a bunch of stuff for my character from my shaman and sent it over. So once we get to the town, we can get some good bags, get some wands, and we'll be ready to go.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Hmm. I screwed that up, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Oh well. Alright, Rob, I'm gonna give you some cat food now, just so you leave me alone so I can stream. You white devil. Alright? Alright. Giving... Alright, Rob, come here. There's your cat food, buddy. Don't let Anubis don't let her boss you out of the way of your bed. Hey, Nubis. Nubis. Are you gonna let Ra have some food? Get in there, Ra. Go on. Nubis is a food pig. She bosses the other cat. Which is funny because the other cat can kick the shit out of her, but for some reason always defers to her when there's food on the bowl. Ra, you can eat your food, Ra. Ra. Ah, well. Maybe I'll have to get him his own bowl. And, you know, if I gave him his own bowl, then stupid Anubis would probably eat out of that bowl. She's such a bully.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Not sure if hearthing. Yeah, I forgot that hearth throws you so far back. Actually, wasn't even worth hearthing at that point. It was a waste because it's too far from questing area.
What now? Trust no one. This had better be good. Remember, patience, discipline.
Oh, come on. No. That was gross, noobs. Cat's got a permanent sinus condition that you can give her medication that like helps it, but it just flares up, and it's flared up this week. And she's eating her food over here, and she just sneezed, and this huge booger, no joke, was hanging out of her nose. It was so gross. And she was sitting over her food, trying to eat her food with this big booger. So I just grabbed a Kleenex, had to wipe her nose. I'm like, come on, dude, you're disgusting. I feel sorry for her because she's got this permanent condition. There's no cure for it. It's from when you get a cat. She's the only cat that we get out of like a really crappy pet store, like one of those like PetSmart or something, or which, you know, I hate to say don't buy a cat from a place like that, but because I'm such a cat lover, so I like dogs too, but I would say that if you're gonna get a cat, you're better off to go to a shelter, so a really good, healthy, clean shelter. And the cat's generally gonna be in better condition than those horrible pet stores where they have them in these really dirty cages. I feel sorry for those cats, and I can't even go to I can't go to pet like shelters or anymore because I've already got 3 cats, man. Hey, Phoenix, what's up, dude? If I go, I always feel sorry for them, you know, when I see them in the cages and I want to like grab them, you know. I'm like that stupid girl. It's like I love all the cats. Phoenix, yeah, hey, dude, I've seen your videos on Alex Douchewell, man. I can't. He's such a douchebag. That guy is like such a loser. I feel sorry for you. Want to talk about someone I feel sorry for that guy, kind of. I do and I don't, because he's such a jerk and he brings all his pain on himself, and then he tries to like pass it off as if he's like, you know, he's a piece of work, man. He passes it off as if his like all these other people are evil and against him, but it's like the only reason people are evil against you is because you started it, is because you were, you know, it's that whole case. Like if someone's an asshole to you, you might have to take a look at yourself and figure out, were you an asshole first? You know, did you treat that person like shit and that's why they're treating you like shit? Because that's definitely the case with him. Dude, don't, he's all bark and no bite. Alex, he's all bark and no bite. Can't sue somebody for making a video. Hey, Volker, how's it going, man? How you doing? Oh, we've got some. I'm totally screwed on my casting order here. We've got Night Elf music playing for an undead priest. But yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream, dude. I'm just chilling. You know, I think most of the people that come and watch me stream regularly know that my wife's in the hospital, so she's been sick for a long time and she's not doing very well. And so if I seem distracted or get distracted, a lot of times it's because I'm talking to her via text, you know, making sure she's okay. I was at the hospital yesterday. I didn't go tonight because her mom was with her, but I'm hoping she gets to come home from the hospital tomorrow. I really hope so, man. Yeah, I like Phoenix. I like your videos on Alex. They're pretty funny. I really enjoyed some of those. I mean, that's I'm the one. Phoenix, I'm the one who got him banned. The reason you probably found my YouTube, Phoenix, is you probably, maybe or maybe you didn't. I don't know. How did you find my YouTube channel? Yeah, I appreciate that. She's been dealing with heart issues, and she just got diagnosed with POTS disease yesterday, which is basically a condition where your body doesn't do a good job of regulating blood flow, and so what's happening is her heart rate is going really high when it shouldn't. Like, she'll just get up and walk across the room, and her heart rate will be like 135 beats per minute, which is insane, right? And she's only 40 years old. I'm old, man. I've been playing WoW since beta in 2004. I've been around a long time. I was 30 years old. I was 34 years old when WoW came out, right? That's how old I am. So, but my wife's only 40, and so. Oh, you have? Oh, see, I didn't know. I mean, you don't know my channel. Oh, nice. That's cool. Awesome, dude. I didn't even know. The community that we're in, the vanilla WoW community, because the people that play private servers, the people that play vanilla, it's a fairly big group, but we all kind of know each other, right? Oh, Salty Shaker? Okay, I don't remember that name, but yeah. You know what I mean? But we all kind of jump around, like we all know Cargos and, and these people, right? Which I think is really cool. That's why I play WoW. Why I've played WoW for so long is because we do have a pretty good circle of people that I think all love the game. You know what I mean? We all love the game, the original version of the game. Not to say I didn't like Burning Crusade or Wrath of the Lich King, because I did, but I still enjoyed this version the most. Right? This is my favorite version of WoW. So, and I was playing Shaman last couple days, last week, and I've tried Shaman so many times, and normally I play Alliance, so it's really rare to see me play Horde. Very rare to see me play Horde. But, a lot of people, Cargos and those guys, are Horde, and I wanted to get in and hopefully raid with some of those guys, hopefully. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I don't know. It would be cool to do that. But I was playing the Shaman, because I never really played... Shaman was like my least played character. Of all the classes in WoW, it's the class I played the least. And so I wanted to give it... I've tried it a few times, but it never seems to work for me. And I tried it again. I got to like 22, and it's the same thing, man. And I think the thing with Shaman is Shaman feels like Druid to me in vanilla, where it's like good. It's like a good healer, good DPS, pretty decent tank, but it's not great at anything. It's not like, you wouldn't say like, oh man, I'm going to top the damage meters as an enhancement Shaman, or oh, I'm going to be the best healer in the raid as a resto Shaman, because you're not. And not that you have to be, but it just felt kind of underwhelming, for lack of a better word. And I don't like the totems. I've never really enjoyed totem management, like dropping totems. And it takes up so many keybinds. I mean, literally, I've got like 15 keybinds that are just totems, It's insane. So I'm not really a fan of that either. So I did enjoy the Shaman. I love the Shaman to 22, and I did enjoy it. But I was thinking today, I was thinking about it. I was thinking, well, I wanted to do some PvP, and the Shaman's like not the best PvP class. Unless I went like, elemental, and even then it's kind of... It really revolves a lot around having to have engineering and having to swap trinkets, and you'd have to really min-max it. And I don't really have to I don't want to have to push my character that hard, I'm too lazy. Yeah. Oh no. I mean the animations, like even the lightning shield. Like I love casting lightning shield. It's so cool. The sound effects, the animations. I mean, it looks great. And I was tough. The other thing that was really cool is I was tanking Wailing Caverns. And I was taking 70% of the group damage, and I was doing more. I was the #1 DPS. So one thing that was cool about the Shaman is you can do a ton of damage, and also tank. So it is pretty cool. It was actually pretty impressive. So I did enjoy it, but I got to tell you, I enjoy Priest a lot more. Right? Shout out Priest, Holy Priest, man. I'm an old school Priest player. I played Priest from 2004 to about 2012. I primarily played. I mean, I played other classes, but most of my playtime was on my Priest. And to this day, the most played time on a character in retail WoW for me, for a single character, is my Priest Faith Driven, which has I don't know. She's probably got like almost a year's worth of playtime, like over 360. I don't know. I'm not sure it's that many. It's a lot. I've played her a lot. So, am I done here? I think I am, right? Yeah. Let's just kill a few for some XP. Why not? Yeah, no, I like it. I think all the animations on the shaman look really good. The healing animations look good. The lightning shield elements, you know, chain lightning, all that stuff looks fantastic. But the playstyle's like, I mean, the playstyle's good. I mean, honestly, I think for me the biggest thing I don't like is the totems. I find them a little bit clunky. And it's not always easy to see when one of my totems drops. If there, I'm sure there's add-ons that could manage it, but I would want to. What I would like to have seen was them put like a bar, like a totem bar in Classic and Vanilla, that just when you throw down a totem, there's a little. I mean, I just create a weak core for it, so it wouldn't be a big deal. But you know, have an icon show up that, you know, just to show you that, hey, this totem's currently active, and then have it get grayed out when you're out of range of your totem, so you know that you're not getting any effect from it. I'm sure that I could easily probably create some weak cores for that. But I think out of the box, that's something Blizzard probably should have done it anyway. But I mean, you know, Vanilla was, it's 2004, and they weren't quite as advanced and stuff. But yeah, I don't like SOD because the classes are too imbalanced. I don't really care for the having to go find the. I just don't like it. I don't really like SOD.
What would you ask of death?
It was so. I played like a hunter, and it was so ridiculously like unbalanced.
Embrace the shadow.
I was killing people in PvP just by sending my pet and taking my character and going off and having a drink while my pet just killed people. My scorpion pet was so like overpowered, it was ridiculous. What am I supposed to do here? Scarlet Crusade. Oh, I missed getting the documents? Yeah, I don't like the rune system either. I just don't like it. The vanilla is so much better. Vanilla feels so much more. Everything about vanilla just feels better. I like the slow leveling. I like the PvP. I like the world PvP. I like the raid. It's everything about it. You know, I really enjoy. Yeah, I love the leveling. I mean, when I get to 60, it's cool that I'm 60, but I love leveling. I absolutely, out of all the versions of WoW, my favorite dungeons still are BRD, LBRS, UBRS. Those three are still my all-time favorite dungeons. You know, and that's for any version of WoW, right? They're just so iconic, and they remind me, you know, because I played D&D when I was in high school. They remind me of Dungeons & Dragons so much because they are dungeons. You know, you go down into a mountain and cool caverns that were definitely influenced by, you know, by the dwarven architecture from Lord of the Rings. Just so fucking cool, you know, just so fucking cool. And so I love getting to level 50 in vanilla because then I know I'm so close to doing BRD. And man, there's so many bosses in BRD, and there's so much cool pre-raid loot to get. You know, everything about it is just really. There's no MMO I've played that has the kind of like that where you're so excited to get into a dungeon and hope that that one item drops that you know you need, right? Like I've never played an MMO that was like that, really felt just that like that, you know. I've played other MMOs and they're like, oh yeah, they drop cool loot. You know, I played Terror or something or Guild Wars 2 or whatever. But in WoW, it's like, I don't know. It's just different for some reason. Where's this? How do I not have this item? Is what I want to know. How do I not have this? The plans. Is it dropped off the dude, or? And he's not here. I thought I killed. Oh, here it's dropped off of him. Okay. Let's see. Is this guy Warlock or is he Rogue? There you go, Rogue. Take a buff. Give me someone to kill. Hey, Josh, what's up? Yeah, I know Monsters and Memories. You mean the MMO that's been in development for like the past 4 or 5 years?
Lovely.
I didn't realize that the test was out, but I knew they were gonna do a test. I just didn't see that it was recently. I'm sure I'm subscribed to the channel. Yeah, you can see I'm subbed. Yeah, and I think I get emails from him as well. So yeah, I'll have to take a look at it. But I'm pretty sure that I've probably gotten an email about it. It's definitely a game I want to check out though, for sure, Josh. Yeah, yeah, I've been watching. I've been keeping an eye on it. I played ArcAge. I was one of the founders of ArcAge, but the land grab, there was like a bug where people were getting it way out ahead and getting all the land before the players could get it. I already cast Shadow Word Pain, you idiot. And so yeah, I just you're playing right now. It's pretty rough. Yeah. Yeah, it's I must have killed him and not looted him earlier. ArcAge was really cool. Yeah, I like ArcAge. I like the warrior. I played the warrior, the battle rage, I don't know. Like, if you go to my YouTube channel and just do a search for ArcAge, I'm sure you'll see I'm sure you'll see lots of videos. Here's a video from 5 years ago. You know. Wow, long time ago. I wasn't streaming as good a quality back then. Who was that? Mage. Yeah, I never played it at time. Like I said, there was a bug when the game first was launched. There was a bug. There might have even been like an early access launch, because I definitely was a founder of ArcAge. And everybody got out, and there was a bug where some people got ahead of everybody and got the land. And so when I got to where there was land that I could grab, I couldn't get it because it was already taken. So I just quit. I quit the game, because the whole point for me was to get the land, to get out there and get a good spot of land, and I couldn't even do it. And so it just was really frustrating. And there were some other issues with the game on launch. If I would have stuck it out, maybe I probably would. But there's so many MMOs at the time. There's a lot of MMOs came out. I always call it the golden age of MMOs, between like 2000. Really like 2008 and 2014, there was just a lot of good MMOs. Horde population is pretty good.
What now?
If you go to the
If you go to the
auction house, there's usually around like 8,000 auctions, 8 to 9,000 auctions, which is pretty decent. That probably indicative of a population, I would say, anywhere between 2,000 and maybe 3,000 people. Probably 2,000 people, I would say. To 2016, yeah. Yeah, there's just people, there was some bug where people were able to get out and get the land before you could get it. And that just, to me, was like, ruined the whole game, because I really wanted to get a good land spot, you know? That's another reason why I think Ashes of Creation could be a big issue, because in Ashes of Creation, I love having my own plot of land. I think it's so, where I can like grow my own crops and stuff. Like, that's one of the coolest things about Black Desert Online, which I love Black Desert Online. Especially in the beginning when it was more difficult, like leveling to max level took longer because it was super. I love grind, man. I love the grind. I love a game where I can go out and kill the same monster for 8 hours straight. I like that. I like the fact that people. I don't like speed leveling. I don't like speed leveling. I don't like rushing to max level. You know, I like enjoying the journey, and I like. Oh, the epic music! Epic! But I like the world to be difficult and scary. Like when you played Lineage 2, for example, the first MMO I ever played, and you went into the School of the Dark Arts, like there were these packs of skeletons that you were scared. Like I was playing a mage. You were scared. Like when you walked, right? When you walked down these steps and you saw 2 or 3 skeletons, you knew if you aggroed 3 of them, you were dead, right? You could only handle maybe 2 at most. It was straight up challenging, right? It was not easy. And I love that. And most MMOs have completely lost that. Like any of the newer MMOs that come out, there's no fear at all, right? Like even this is vanilla WoW, but there's no fear in the starting areas, which I can understand because it's the starting area. But most of these mobs are non-aggressive, although some of them over here are. You know what I mean? But like, I like it in MMO to be like challenging and difficult. I want death to be right around any corner, you know? And I like it when zones aren't all the same level. Like I think, like here, if you look at the map, right, you can go and you can look at, you can say, okay, this is level 30 to 40. I don't like that. Level 53, I don't like that. I want the zone. First of all, I don't think you should ever know. I don't like add-ons at all either. I mean, add-ons are cool and I like them. Don't get me wrong. But I think an MMO should be developed in a way that you don't need add-ons. A good example of that would be something like Guild Wars 2. I don't need to install any add-ons on Guild Wars 2 to play Guild Wars 2. The UI and stuff has plenty of functionality. There's all sorts of cool stuff built into the UI. The only thing that some people do install, I think, is like a damage meter, which even me, I don't even care. Like, I know how much damage I'm doing. It's not that difficult to look at the damage numbers and understand how much damage I'm doing. You know, it's not that hard. There's target dummies. You can get stuff you can practice on. But yeah, what I would like is an MMO where, like, if you're walking through a zone, kind of like Skyrim, where I'm walking through a zone, like maybe one of these caves has a level 50 monster in it, but maybe these mobs out here are level 20, and maybe over here there's, you know, on the river here there's level 10 mobs. You know, make it varied. You know, make it like so that I'm just walking through and all of a sudden I walk into a monster that's level 35. Maybe 20 feet later there's a monster that's level 15. I like it to be varied because that's the way it is in the real world, right? When you think about fantasy, yeah, I do. Not every day, about every week. Come on, give me some credit. Now, I tried the shaman, and I've tried, but just let me finish that thought. You know, if you're thinking of like Lord of the Rings, or you're thinking about any kind of fantasy books, when you think about these worlds, there's danger around the corner, right? It's not always the same. You know what I mean? Hey, Thriller X, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it, man. You know, it's not always like all the same level, and so I don't like that, and I've never liked that about MMOs. But to address Nebraskan, yeah, I tried the shaman, right? And I haven't played Horde in a long time. I don't play Horde in vanilla hardly ever. And so I wanted to try the Horde just because there was a reason, because Cargos and a lot of the big streamers that are playing fresh are on the Horde side, and they're always on the Horde side. I've played since 2019 in the community-based hardcore with Cargos and those guys. Cargos used to come into my stream all the time, and we'd talk about hardcore. And then I played, you know, I've played Burning Crusade Classic. I played the Race to Ragnaros. I played in some of the fresh event they did during Christmas in 2022, I think it was. And so I played with these guys a long time, but I always play Alliance, so I never really get a chance to play with these people. I played in the first phase of Season Discovery, and Cargos killed me on his rogue when I was on my priest. Bastard, he was much higher level. And so I've played, and I've talked to some of these guys that I've liked, because I like some of these players, you know, and I've watched some of their streams a little bit. I don't watch a lot of streaming, because I'm usually just playing. So this time around, I was like, you know what? I want to play a Horde so I can actually hopefully group with some of these people, you know? I've always been on the opposite end, you know, on the opposite side. And so that's why I'm playing Horde. And so when I came to the Horde, I said, well, let me try to play something, you know, different. And the one class that I never really played that much is Shaman. So I tried Shaman. And I've tried Shaman before, and I've never been able to get very far with it. And I always felt like the totems I never cared for too much. Totem management just kind of was annoying. And so this time around, I got the Shaman to 22, and today I woke up and I was like, I didn't want to play Shaman anymore. I was like, I mean, it's fun. I was tanking easily. Like, I was going into Wayland Cavert's tanking at 18, and I was doing more damage than anybody else in the group. I was tanking all the mobs, taking 70% of the group damage, and I was the number 1 DPS. And I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. And still, I was like, you know, it's okay. Shaman to me, like, feels like Elemental's really good. Enhancement's not that great when you stack it against other melee. And Resto's good, but it's not as good as a Holy Priest, man. You're not going to ever get me to play a Resto over a Holy Priest. I love Holy Priests. So, and also PvP-wise, I don't know the class well enough to really get into the PvP too hardcore. So I thought, let me play a class that I really do like, that excels at PvP, which is Shadow Priest. I love Shadow Priest. And of course, at 60, I'll probably go Holy Priest so that I can heal in raids, hopefully. But yeah, I mean, who knows? The problem is, the reason it's so hard to reach max level on these servers is because there's so many versions of World of Warcraft, and just even like the other Everlook server is releasing tomorrow. Everlook private server is releasing a fresh event that starts tomorrow, and then you have the next phase of Season Discovery, which started today, or starts in the next few days. So it's so difficult to get a good community on these servers because people come in, they play for a month, and then they leave. And I don't like that. You know, I like to get on a server and just stay there. I want to get on a server and play there for like a year minimum. And then after that, if people leave, that's fine. I think a solid year on a server is great. You get a chance to go through all the content, do some PvP, maybe roll some alts, level them up as well. You know what I mean? Everlook again, yeah. And I'm not. I don't think I set up the launcher and everything, and I set up the client. they've even got a 1.14 client using the Hermes proxy, and I set it all up, and I've got my VPN so I can VPN because it's a European server. But I don't think I'm gonna play there. I don't think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm just gonna play here. I know Cargo said he was gonna play over there, and I maybe I'll play there, but I don't know. But my problem, like I said, that I've run into is people just are so transient. There's, everybody's like a frickin', hobo. Everybody's like going from server to server, And since I'm not a speed leveler, since I like to level kind of at a pretty casual pace, because I do what I'm doing now, which in stream I just start talking and not playing, which always slows down my leveling. What am I missing here? I guess am I done? Speak to this guy in Telescope Glaze and then deliver this. Okay, I guess I'm done in this area. So it's just a little frustrating. And I do get attached to my characters. I mean, the most fun I've had in the last year was playing on the hardcore server. I had a level 60 hardcore hunter on Skull Rock. And I didn't get shit. Out of range. I had a level 60 hunter on Skull Rock, and we did tons of like UBRS and LBRS, and I lived a lot longer than most people on the server because people die. People die left and right, and that was really fun. I really enjoyed that. You're playing an XC War main. It's not bad. Kind of dead though. Yeah. But my biggest complaint with World of Warcraft lately has just been that there's too many versions of the game, and I'm including the private servers, the retail servers, the classic, the SOD. There's just so many versions, and it divides the player base, and it's frustrating for me because I wish we could all get on one server and just kind of play there for a while, play there for a year, maybe even 2 years, and I understand that people like fresh, and I like fresh too, but even like on this server, they created a guild and on the Horde side, and Cargos and Grace for Days, and all these people got in the guild, and already like Grace for Days and some other fairly big streamer, created another guild and left the guild, and Cargos did he was streaming today or yesterday or someday, and I watched like about 5 minutes of a clip on YouTube, and where he was saying he didn't really want to leave the server, that he didn't really want to leave the guild he was in, because he felt like he'd be betraying that guild, because it's an event. I mean, it's a fresh event, and the goal was that everybody would level up that guild and raid together, and then all of a sudden Graze for Days creates another guild and kind of jumps ship. And I just feel like this happens. I feel like this almost happens on every version of World of Warcraft, where people get into guilds, and then there's always conflicting personalities. Some people don't like this, some people don't like that. And let me go to Brill, because I sent my character a bunch of bags from my shaman. Yeah, well, I knew they would. I wasn't shocked at all. I knew they would, because it's just easy money. It's not a lot of work for them to put these servers up, because it's not like they have to recode anything. I mean, at least not too much. I mean, they've already got the code base. I mean, so I fully expect there to be, I fully expect them to go all the way, at least through Legion. I would be shocked if they didn't do Pandaria and Legion Classic. I would be surprised if they did BFA Classic. That seems like maybe too much. I mean, it all seems like too much, to be honest, but... Did I miss a quest? Yeah, I did. Where is Gordo? He kind of roams around. Oh. Who is Ampy? I'm not familiar with that person.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, so that's been my frustration, Oh, he's the one that's rug. Yeah, the rug pulling is what I don't like. I don't like people creating a big guild, and there was a whole thing around Aladar doing this event. There was an idea that they wanted to do this phased approach, and then Stay Safe, I guess, decided that he didn't want to follow the phased approach, and so that pissed off a lot of people. And then there's some other, I think a lot of people just... Here's the thing. WoW gamers, there's a lot of WoW gamers that are... I don't know how to put it. there's it's not even just WoW gamers. It's like gamers in
You can
general
kiss your ass goodbye.
that they want to rush. They feel like that they want
We're
to
screwed.
flex their EPs. And they want to be the first person to clear this dungeon, the first person to get this gear, and it's all about, hey, look at me, I'm a god, right? There's so many gamers that are like that. I'm not like that. I don't have that mentality. I just play to have fun. I'm like, I want to have fun, man. This shit, this shit's fun, right?
Trust no one.
And you are.
I'll sacrifice 2 armor for better looking gear. What is Executor Stab? I can't use stabs? How is that?
Do not seek death.
Yeah, but there's just too many gamers that are all about trying to outdo other gamers and try to flex their EPs, and I'm just, so that kind of shit's just bullshit, man. Who gives a fuck, man? It's a fucking video game. I get it, you wanna excel. I wanna excel. I think of myself as a very, very good player. Like, I've played this game ever since 2004 beta, and I'm an excellent player. But there's people that just go to the ends of the world to try to outdo everybody. And that's just not my thing, really. What I like to do the most in MMOs is to try to find new and interesting ways to
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
play characters. I like to find like really weird builds and unique things to do. I always find that enjoyable, But this mob's kicking my butt.
You were screwed.
Yeah, I am. This guy was kicking my butt. It's alright, we're gonna go to town. Get my wand. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that guy. Yeah, I love the Melee Hunter. That was super fun stuff. And it's actually, like, I was playing, like, here, I got my other account. So here's, this character here is on my other WoW account, and this is on Deviate Delight. So I leveled up my Hunter, and I leveled this Hunter Melee all the way to, like, I don't know, like 35 or something. I went pretty far with Melee, and then I finally switched to just range. Not because I liked range, because I don't like marksman. I find it really boring. You just stand back and press a couple keys. Really boring. But I just switched to that because I couldn't get the gear I needed for Melee because I didn't have any money. Like, it's a fresh server. You have no gold really, and so I couldn't really get any of the gear that really makes the Melee Hunter shine. So I just went ahead and went with the marksman to try to speed up leveling, and then I kind of just, I don't know. I just kind of felt like I was getting bored. And also the thing that was tough on the Alliance side is I was finding it hard to get groups. I actually was finding it a little bit difficult to get groups. So one thing I can say is that on the Horde side, getting groups is much easier. There's a lot more Horde players, and they feel like they're a little bit better at grouping. Like, I feel like there's more people trying to get groups together, and I felt like the communication for like getting groups was a little better. So switching to Horde, I think, has been pretty good, This guy's so cool looking. Aren't you the cool one on your mount?
Watch your back.
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna go AFK for a quick second. Alright. Alright, so I had to talk to my wife there a second. Yeah, but we did. I sent over all my money from my other character, so we're up to about 100 gold. But I sent over all the bags, so my shaman, what I did to make money was I actually took this character. You can see she's in Daenerys. I took this character, so all the gold I've made on this character, I basically took her to Daenerys, and then I took my orc warrior to Daenerys, and my orc warrior put up an auction for just whatever, anything, and then for like 100 gold. I think at the time it was like 90 gold, and then my hunter bought it out. So I basically transferred all my gold from my alliance characters to the Horde. Only bad part about that is the auction house in Daenerys takes a 15% cut. So when I sent over like 90 gold, I ended up losing like about 14 gold because of the cut, which really sucks. But I also sent over tons of stuff. Like I sent over tons of just gear, potions, because my hunter is like level 225 alchemy. So I sent over potions, I sent over cloth, I sent over food, I sent over green items that my priest was going to disenchant on that side, but hadn't disenchanted yet. And then I started putting up all those auctions on... Yeah, I know, it's a horrible cut. And so I just started listing up tons of auctions and potions that I didn't want on the auction house here on the Horde side. And so I quickly made about, I don't know, like 20 gold from all that. So I ended up getting up to about 100 gold. And I just sent all of that from my shaman to this character.
This had better be good.
So it gives us a good leg up. So yeah, it's 15%. I was hoping it was 10%, but yeah, 15%. So it's pretty rough.
I am forsaken.
Yeah, you can see. I mean, if I log into my hunter, you see where she's at. And she's camped right by the auction house here. So I went in and if you take a look at my alliance hunter, like I said, she's an alchemist. So here you can see she's 225 alchemy. And so if you go to the bank here, you can see she's got lots of regions, pretty good amount of regions for making potions and whatnot. So yeah, so I just leave her parked here, and then and she still has gold. She's still got 35 gold. I wanted to keep enough so that she could list stuff. And then if I switch to my banker, well, I won't bother you with that. But I've got a banker that the other thing I do is a lot of times certain things on the Horde side are really expensive in the auction house, but on the Alliance side they're cheaper, and then vice versa. I found that gear on the Alliance tends to be a little cheaper. And certain regions, like food, like when I wanted to buy like some food to help level up my cooking on my shaman, which I'm kind of mad that I spent all the time doing that because now I'm not playing that shaman. I spent quite a bit of effort buying like clam meat and boar meat off the Alliance auction house, and then mailing it to my character in Gadgetson, and then putting all that up in the auction for like 1 copper, and then having my troll or my orc character buy that out and then mail it to my shaman. I spent like a good 30 minutes doing that. And now I'm not even playing that shaman, so it's kind of it bums me out a little bit. But,
Trust no one.
Dog
lady, watch over you.
Is there? But yeah, I keep my character parked there because like I said, sometimes there's certain things I want to buy off the auction house, and it's cheaper on the Alliance side. So as long as I still have a little bit of money left in my Alliance account, I can. Sometimes that can help out. I can buy stuff in the Alliance. Like I bought another. There's stuff like let me show you. Like there's stuff on my character here, right? Like if I go to the bank here,
Speak for the Horde.
I've got some good stuff. Look at this. I bought this epic mace for this character. I got this for like 12 gold. 12 gold, which is really cheap. I got the shield here for, I think, 2 gold. I got this shield for about 5 gold. Some of these things were on my Alliance character. This I was on my Alliance side that I had. This one I was on the Alliance side, so I basically just transferred them from the Alliance account to this account. This was on the Alliance side. So I had some blues on my other account. And so I just used the gadgets and auction house to transfer them over to this character. And so now that I'm probably not going to play this shaman too much, I have the ability to sell these items. Actually, this is cloth. Shit, we'll just send this to my priest. We'll send this to the priest. That's a freaking amazing healing item. So, right? Well, we'll do it later. But anyways, you get the point. It's pretty. There's a lot of stuff you can do with having both accounts. It can be useful. It sucks when you spend a lot of time and effort on a WoW account, like on a WoW server, like on a server, and then, like I said, then something else, another server rolls out, and you have to start over, and you've lost all that stuff. That's why it's frustrating. Like, if I go to like my Shady Moon on the hardcore server, it was really frustrating. I had so much good gear, like so much, and you can't transfer it to this server, right? I had tons of gold, tons of gear. I would, and so it almost feels like wasted, It's like, man, I spent all that time getting all that good stuff, and now I can't even, benefit from it.
Speak quickly.
Anyways, so we just want to pick up mining, but I don't think there's a mining trainer in and maybe you guys can tell me. I don't know Horde very well, but I'm gonna guess there's no mining trainer in Brill. Have I picked up all the quests? No, I don't think I did. We didn't grab the quests in here yet. And this is why I level slowly, because I'm kind of scatterbrained. And so you get me talking about lots of stuff and jumping around, and it slows down my leveling a lot. So, all right, so we picked up the wand. Awesome. That's going to make everything so much easier. We're level 6, so we do need to hit a priest trainer, and I don't know if there's a priest trainer here either. Oh, shit. We're going to have to check. I think there might be one. What's this quest? Maggot Eye. I don't know where that quest is given. Maybe it's this. Yeah. Ra, come on. Leave me alone. I gave you your dinner. What do you want? What do you want, Ra? He just wants me to give him some loving. Since my wife's been in the hospital, all the pets that we have are they're a lot more clingy to me than they normally would be because she's not around. Come here, Ra. So, the dog especially. Yeah, there's priest trainer, sweet.
Speak quickly.
So we get power shield, awesome. Lesser heal and smite. Okay, cool. Smite should rank up automatically because it's a macro, yeah. And then shield we should already have because I copied my macros from my Alliance account. So we've got shield, power shield. This is just going to cast it on myself. And then we should just drag out the other one. What was the other thing we learned? We learned smite rank 2, lesser heal. Lesser heal should rank up automatically. And then for the powered shield, we can just drag it. And we want shift mouse wheel up, which is this one. And that should be good. You can tell I've had some coffee. You've been living a dwarf hunter on Deviate named Serial Killer. Yeah, I like dwarves. I don't play dwarves a lot, but I do like them. I think they're cool. All right, so what do we need to do? We need to kill everything, right? Let's go back to over here and kill. Yeah, let's change that. I don't want to laugh at everybody. I don't want them to think that I'm being a dick. So let's do /cheer.
Speak
Power
quickly.
to the Forsaken!
There we go. I love Undead priests. I mean, just look how badass does this character look? I mean, she looks so good, right? And the casting animations on Undead, I think they're my favorite. Like, if you're a caster, Undead are just the female Undead best. In my opinion, the best casting animations. The best, and hands down, not even close. Here, check this out, right? Look, it doesn't get any better than that. This is such a cool animation. Ra, what do you want, babe? Come on. What's going on? It's okay, Ra. He's really wanting some attention.
Wicked.
Wicked. Okay, yeah, we do need to kill these guys. Do it. And we got rank 2 smite. Even better, we've got the wand. Like, the wand makes us instantly OP. Like, we're just instantly OP once we get the wand. We would like to cast these at max level. Your range when you're doing smite. And really, the rotation for me really should just be smite, Shadow Word Pain, and then... or we could do smite, Shadow Word Pain. I don't think so. I think we could just use smite, Shadow... Like, right here, we're just going to do smite, Shadow Word Pain to wand. That should be enough. These guys are going to die pretty quick. Because the wand is just OP. Although this guy's...
Lovely.
He's still alive. It's alright. Let's see if we can kill him before Shadow Word Pain drops. Right before it did by 0.1 second. Yeah, let's do smite, Shadow Word Pain. So we're going to go smite, Shadow Word Pain, wand. Yeah, that was like too much. Too overkill, really. A lot of it depends if spell misses or something. If they both land, he's going to die pretty fast. My headset cord's getting in the way here. Alright, cool. And somehow I'm typing. We don't have Gordo's task yet. Gotta find Gordo. I haven't seen him. So whatever happened to Alex Sensual? I think he left the server. I don't think I've seen him streaming or anything on the server. The guy straight up should have his Twitch account banned. I mean, his content is... like, it feels like what he does is completely against the terms of service. Like, he purposely tries to grief other players. He purposely lies about... Of course, you can't really prove that stuff, but he lies about people. Says things that aren't true. You know, I just wish they would ban... I mean, they banned him on Twitch once. I wish they would just ban him again. And put an end to Douche Essential. Because he's just a waste of space. I guess he provides entertainment for a lot of people, though, you know? Okay, my wife's texting me. Hold on a second. They're sending up an ophthalmologist. Okay. What? Okay. My wife's still in the hospital. I'm gonna have to go to the hospital tomorrow. What exactly does an ophthalmologist do? Ophthalmologist. An ophthalmologist is a medical doctor specializing in the diagnosis treatment of eye disorders. That's for eyes, though. Why would they be looking at that? My wife has heart issues and vascular issues. But they put her on different medications today, and she started seeing trails of white light. And I guess they're going to have somebody look at her eyes, but there better not be anything wrong with her eyes. I mean, my wife's had way too many health issues this last year. We don't need another one, so. Oh, good lord. You're creating hard character? Oh, yeah. What are you gonna play? Thriller X. That reminds me of what's that guy who does reviews of video games? Something X. Hey, it's me, Ripper X. Yeah, it's definitely a fresh experience. I mean, you're definitely gonna get a fresh experience here. You can join there's a bunch of guilds for the fresh. There's like We Want Fresh or something, like there's different fresh guilds. The white flash I'm seeing, my roommate wound up not being released after her husband drove up from Sarasota, so now we have a party. Oh, well, good you have her. Sorry. She couldn't leave. She's in a room in the hospital, and her roommate's a really nice old lady. So I'm really, and she said that lady was going to get released today, but then they didn't release her, which bad that they didn't release her, but it's good for my wife because that way she doesn't get some psycho roommate. Whenever you go to a hospital and you're in a room, it's like you never know what roommate you're going to get, and sometimes it can be crazy. And straight up, when my wife first got into her room, there was a black woman in there who was watching racist, hate white people videos, YouTube videos on her phone with the audio turned up loud so everybody could hear it. Like hate white people type racist stuff. It was crazy. People in the hospital were complaining on her, like, what is this shit? Thank God that she left like within an hour when my wife got in the room that lady was discharged. She was psycho. She pulled the IV out of her arm on her own, just yanked it out. It was just crazy. Considering a Tauren shaman or an orc hunter. Oh my god. I just hawked up a loogie. I would say, in your decision, I would say, do you want... Okay, with a shaman, you have a lot of options. I mean, you can heal, you can DPS, you can tank. With the hunter, you're pretty much just DPS, but the cool part about the hunter is I love pets, I love hunters. So I guess and then also if you're thinking there is some PvP that goes on in this server, open world PvP. So the hunter is good at PvP. I would say generally overall the hunter's probably better than the shaman in PvP, but elemental shaman can be good, but low level elemental shamans is kind of weak. I think you're not very strong and you don't have a lot. You run into mana issues, I believe, at low level. That's why a lot of people do enhancement shaman to 40 and then switch to elemental. So yeah, just trying to give you some idea of what you might be facing with those classes. I played the shaman to 22, and even though it was fun, I felt like I would have a lot more fun on the priest, so I decided to stop the pain. I decided to stop the pain and go priest. So... because I was having a lot of doubts on the priest. Here you go. Let's see if we can get this going. I was having a lot of problems on the shaman.
Problems?
Oh, come on. There we go.
Problems? Problems is for pussies.
So I was having a lot of problems on the priest. But problems is for pussies. So we decided to roll a lot of problems with the shaman. So we decided to roll priest to get rid of our problems right now. Fiend. But I'm a fiend. I'm the best paladin in the world. Although I'm a better paladin than he is. Actually, I'm kidding. He's not bad. He kind of Fiend went down like the psychotic arc. Started his own like cult and shit. Did you see that? The Fiend kind of started this like crazy, like almost like a cult. I mean, it really was a cult, actually. It really was a cult that he started. All right, so did I finish this quest? I think I did. Let's go back and let's just keep killing those guys a little bit for some XP because it's easy XP. And what level are we? We're currently level 6. And we're about halfway. Let's just kill these guys for a little bit longer. Yeah. Just because it's easy XP and it's a good little circle here. You know, that we've got. You can actually sit in this spawn. It's a great place to grind out, like maybe half a level or a level. Except I'm out of mana. Because I've been yakking and not paying attention to my rotations. Oh, it used to be. I didn't know that. Yeah, I wasn't aware of that. There, I gotta check my wife's text. Alright, my wife's thanking me for. I sent her a video of. It was kind of storming right outside my apartment today, like the last couple hours ago. And I took the video for my wife because she's in the hospital, so she could see, like, because we live right on some water. So I have a really good view of basically like Tampa Bay in Tampa, Florida. And I took the video because there's like storm coming through. Like, it was super windy and the wind was howling and there was thunder. And of course, my wife and me are alike. We both love rain. I love rain. I love thunder. I love storms. I don't know why. I just always have. I like sunshine too, but I love a good storm. I love the sound of rain. I just love the sound of it. And so I was taking the video for it. And as I was taking the video, there was a rainbow. There were like these huge dark clouds moving through, and there was this rainbow cutting right through the middle of these dark clouds. And I got on the video and I sent it to my wife, and she was like, "Thank you for the rainbow." And I was like, it was just lucky. I didn't even know it was there. I was just recording the storm to show how stormy it was. Newport Richie, yeah. I'm from Illinois. I was born in Illinois, lived most of my life in Illinois, went to college in Illinois, and lived in Chicago for a long time. And then when I got married, a long time ago, I ended up coming down to Florida. And then I got divorced. You know, this is my first wife, which, you know, like I said, I'm old. And this was a long time ago. And I got divorced, but I was still in Florida. And I've been in Florida for a long time. And I was divorced. I was single for a long time after my divorce, like, you know, oh man, like, I don't know, like 15 years probably, before I ended up marrying my wife that I have now. So, and of course, she's a native Floridian. She's born and lived in Florida her whole life. So, yeah, Michigan, yeah, I love Illinois. People in Illinois, I always tell people that Illinois people, Midwest people, I think are the nicest people in the U.S. At least most of the ones I've met up, they're just nice people. My wife's text is blowing up my phone, so hold on a second. She just sent 4 messages. Let's see if I can do this. I'm trying to heart every single individual message. It looks cool because each message was only 1 word, but each word got longer. So I've got this like pyramid of hearts going from the top left to the bottom right. It's kind of funny. Yeah, the Midwest, people in the Midwest are really nice, you know, and the speed of people, like, you're not too fast. I mean, in Chicago, the pacing of stuff is pretty quick. What is this? Leather. We can't use stats, but yeah, let's just get rid of it. We can't use it. Get rid of it. All right, let's go ahead. We did enough killing. That's enough. Let's see if we can find what's his name. And we got to do the pumpkins. And we've also got the Scarlet Dudes. We still haven't found... And we got an... Yeah, so... Healing blows.
Power to the Forsaken!
Go on, Ra. Ra, why don't you lay down up there? Ra, just lay down there, okay? My cat really wants my attention. I don't see the Mr. Gordo. Here he is. There he is. There's Gordo. Man, he's running off into the woods to attack things.
Wicked.
This cat, Rock, quit it. What are you doing? This cat's really starting to get annoying. Go on. Not sure what he wants. He's got food. Not sure why he's stalking me. Is there a quest here I didn't get? It says Rogue's Deal. Let's see. I thought I picked that up. You always can't. Yeah, I've never been to Ohio, but Cleveland I've always heard. It's like, why would I ever want to go there, you know?
Power to the Forsaken.
Oh, yeah, I have no desire to go to Ohio. Somehow I missed this quest.
What is it? Beware the living.
Oh, that's why. I guess I gotta kick this guy's butt, huh?
What do you require?
That's right. I just took you to the woodshed. Okay, it says I complete the quest here, but I don't.
Hello?
I don't know. There's a question mark there, but let's see. Okay, I don't really understand this quest. See, this is just lets you know how much I play the Horde. I don't even know why I can't turn this quest in. Oh, now it's there. It wasn't there a minute ago. I guess he still had some weird RP going on.
What do you require?
Looney, what's up, man? How's it going?
Wicked.
We got Phoenix in here, Looney. Maybe you've seen some of his videos on Alex Central. I think the Alex Central arc is over. I think he disappeared, man. He had enough.
Lovely.
How did I end up with 40? He lives in your heart forever. The mini me. We should just start calling him Mini Douche. This is a Mini Douchewol. Yeah, you didn't. I posted it in Discord. I might have deleted it. I deleted all that Alex Central crap. I don't want that crap in my Discord, so I deleted it all. But yeah, I was playing the Shaman today, and I just kind of reached that point where I was like, I couldn't. The problem is I was enjoying playing the Shaman, but not enough. I wasn't enjoying myself enough.
Lovely.
You had to get ice cold beverage, dice. I wasn't enjoying it enough, and I knew that at max level I wouldn't really want to play it. I didn't, because I'm like, I don't want to heal. Because like if I'm going to heal, I want to play a priest. And I didn't really want to DPS, because what am I going to DPS as? An enhancement? Enhancement DPS kind of isn't great. And I didn't really want to do Elemental Shaman. That was probably the only thing that was kind of appealing, was maybe doing Elemental. But I wanted to get a class that could be pretty good at PvP. And Shadow Priest is always a really good PvP class, and I love Priest in general. I'm a huge fan of Priest. In fact, it's probably one of my top 5 favorite classes. I would say it's a tough call. When people say, what's your favorite class in Vanilla WoW? It's tough. I mean, I'm always like Priest, Hunter, Priest, Hunter, Shaman. Those three. I love those three the most. Priest, Hunter, Shaman. Not Shaman. Sorry, Paladin. Ugh. Not Shaman. Priest, Hunter, Paladin. But Shaman was fun. I don't like totems. I find totems kind of annoying. Like constantly spamming these things on the ground all the time. I didn't think that the management of them was
Lovely.
I would have had to set up some weak auras, do some different things. Yeah, they're good class, but it just didn't feel like it's really.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
It just didn't feel like it was for me. It didn't feel like it was like my class, like something that really jives with how I like to play. And even from like a fantasy point of view, like I'm a big time D&D player from back in the day, and there's no shamans in D&D. You know what I mean? Like I like the RP, like the warrior, the rogue, the thief, you know, the paladin, the priest. These are all classes I kind of played in Dungeons and Dragons, and the shaman just wasn't doing it for me. You know, it just doesn't do it for me. And it felt like a druid. And when I say that, it felt like a class that's good at healing, good at doing damage, like okay at doing damage really, and good at tanking, but not great at anything. It's not like, although Elemental, you could make an argument that Elemental's great. I mean, it does do really good damage. But it just felt, you know, whereas a Priest, if you look at a Priest is probably the best healer in vanilla. Shadow Priest is probably, without a doubt, one of the best PvP classes in vanilla, right? So you know, and DPS-wise, Shadow Priests also are very good DPS. It's just a PvE DPS. So Priests excel, you know, and that's not the way I look at classes always. It's not like I have to have the best, you know, best tier class for me to play the class, because I'm not like that. You know, you guys see me play Melee Hunter and play, you know, Protection Paladin, and those certainly are not the best versions of those types of archetypes. But when it comes to Priest, I love playing the Priest, and as an added benefit, the Priest has to be damn good as well. So, and Druid, like, to me, Druid's not the greatest. Druid's like really good at tanking, and they're good at DPS. In fact, they can be really good if you know what you're doing. And they're pretty good at PvP, but they're not the best, you know. But I do like Druids. I like Druids more than Shamans for sure. Normally, MMOs like to do that, and I'm not really a big fan of that, Phoenix, where they like to say, hey, if you're a hybrid class that can do like every role, then we're going to make sure that you don't excel at every role. And that's the same thing. I think they did that even in SOD, even in Season of Discovery. I think they tried to do that with some of the classes, where they'd say, well, you can do every type of role, but you're not going to be able to do it as good. And I'm like, what's the point then? You know, if it's like, Ra, what do you want? You've got food. Stop this. Hold on a second. This cat's really bugging me. I don't know what he wants. I think the cat gets spooked with storms, and there was a storm that came through, so I guess he's just... Hold on, I think I know what he wants. Did she booger on that? Is that what happened? All right. think the cat just wanted the magic hand, where you have put your hand in the cat food dish and just stir the food a little bit, give it that blessing. You were messing with the Smite Priest build? Yeah, Smite's not bad. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, there's Smite builds. In fact, Cargos actually, one of Cargos' guides on priest leveling does a pretty good job of covering the mana efficiency of Smite versus Mindblade versus like Holy Fire. There's actually quite a bit of work done in that guide that he did. For sure. Yeah, Smite's really good. But, for like low levels, like for my level, I mean, basically, Smite, Shadow Word, Pain, Wand is going to be just a good rotation. And just the best way to focus on your leveling is to make sure that you are keeping your wand upgraded. Try to keep your wand at a good level. We're definitely going to be going for Black Fathom Depths to get the wand and all that. So. I don't know what is it with the Horde classes that they don't have an animation. Like when you pick, I don't know if it's something with my UI, but this didn't happen on Alliance. But when I try to interact with something, I don't crouch down. Is that just my client here, or I mean that I didn't have that issue on the Alliance side, so that's kind of weird. Did I get all my pumpkins? I guess I did. No. I mean, I'm aware of it, but it didn't look. I didn't think it would pan out. I don't think that'll pan out. Like as far as like trying to compete with like marksman or something, I don't think that's gonna pan out. There's just not enough spell damage gear that you can really get. I mean, I used on my marksman hunter. My marksman hunter, I used wizard oil. I would use wizard oil to buff my weapons because it does buff your arcane damage, your arcane shot damage, right? And it actually made a pretty good difference, but I just didn't think it would pan out. I don't think I'm gonna play on the new server. I think I'm just gonna stay here. I don't think it's very effective, yeah. And the reason I say that is because I've played Hunter enough, and I kind of know where the damage comes from on Hunter. Also, I know the gear in vanilla, like as far as spell power gear. I mean, I just couldn't see that really panning out. And also, if it did pan out, I would have seen somebody with some videos that would have probably showcased it more, and I haven't really seen that. Like, for example, I've seen people showcase arcane leveling on a priest, and I've played around with arcane leveling builds on priest, and it works, but it's the only reason it's kind of good is because, and you have to do it on a night elf, of course, obviously, with arcane missiles, with arcane, whatever it's called on night elf, arcane. It's not all called arcane missiles. What is it called? Arcane something. Star Shards. Thank you. I should know. I'm drawing a blank. I play night elf all the time. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on that. But thank you, Star Shards. It only works on night elf, obviously, but it does because Star Shards are incredibly mana efficient. Like you don't really use a lot of mana. It's a very low mana spell, which is pretty cool. And you can stack gear, but you give up. You gotta remind yourself that do you want to lose your mana pool, even though it is mana efficient? There are times when mana is definitely going to be needed when you're doing dungeons and stuff. So you're gonna, so it's if you're gonna stack arcane damage, like I don't know. I think it does work, especially as higher levels of arcane or Star Shards. It does do good damage, but I would argue that you don't even need the plus arcane damage. That you just stack, just try to stack into like I don't know. It is a cool animation, and I love Night Elf Priest as well. I mean, I've got one, right? I mean, we've got one here, right? Yeah, if you go here, here's my priest, and she's, you know, she's obviously a Night Elf priest on the same server, Deviate Delight, on the Alliance side, level 21, right? We just hit level 7. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna play on the Star. What is it called? Starfall. At least they had a cool name for the new server. What is it? God, I can't remember the name of the server, man. My brain just is not working right now. I don't know why. Maybe I'm tired. Can't wait to play Ellie Shaman in Season Discovery. Ew. Ew. Why would you even play Season Discovery? Ew. Announcements. It's called Starfall. So the new server character creation is now available, which I already created my character on the server. In just 8 hours, we'll see over 8,000 pre-launch character creations. The fresh hype is real. We'll see everybody in about 16 hours. So it looks like tomorrow around 12 o'clock my time, I would guess. Somewhere around 12 o'clock my time tomorrow is when the Starfall Neverlook server is going to launch. I don't know. I am not sure yet. If I do play there, Looney, it's going to be a Shadow Priest, just like I'm playing this one here. But I feel I'm a little bit... That server had a lot of Asian players. I mean, seriously, that server had a lot of Chinese players on it. Like, a lot. I played on Everlook when it first launched, and remember, the Blizzard stopped service to China. So, the Chinese found out about that server, and that thing was overrun. Like, when I was getting into groups, I was finding tons and tons of groups for people who didn't speak English, you know? And I found that quite annoying. It's like, I don't want to play with a bunch of people who can't even speak English, you know? And it was like, it felt like half the population was Chinese. So there definitely was a Chinese invasion on the original server. I don't know what it's like now, so. I do know that Cargo said today that he was going to play there. So, let's see. So I'm going to try to catch Cargo streaming tonight and ask him about it. In a way, it would be cool to play there, just that I wouldn't be so far behind everybody. You know? I don't know. Maybe we'll ask Grays. I don't think I'm a member of his Twitch. Let's see. Gray, is it G? It's A. Are you playing Everlook's new server Starfall tomorrow? Let's see what he says. All right.
You can follow any rule set you want to. I honestly, I didn't like the rule set, and I thought it was poorly written. That's why I didn't follow it. Inevitably, I guess. I felt like.
So he's saying he didn't follow the rule set.
I wrote it didn't really put too much thought into it, to be honest. It's just the way it looked.
I'm assuming.
Why am I gonna play on the server and follow a rule set that I just don't agree with?
I'm assuming he's talking about this server, Deviate Delight.
Ended up just playing how I want.
I'll also say that I don't even know what the rule set is for the server. I just know that they were trying to do a phased approach. I don't know. I've never read any rules anywhere on this server. I'm sure it's on the Discord. I haven't read it, though.
AB offhand's nice. Dude, if you want to play the AB offhand, play with the AB offhand. Yeah. What is it, anyways?
Yeah, he already read this comment, didn't read my comment. So, I don't know. So, whatever. And it looks like... Looks like Cargus hasn't streamed recently. Yeah.
40 damage spells?
So, whatever. You wonder if this Blizzard will do this? Do you care? Does this season done? I don't know. I hope they delete them all, and I hope they wipes the Season of Discovery from existence, because I fucking hate it. Epic looks a bit more... Epic? I played the Epoch. It's not Epic. It's actually pronounced Epoch, just so you know. Well, because I actually asked that question, because I was like, is this Epic? And it's actually Epoch. But Project Epoch is really cool, and I'm actually I would say that I'm very excited for Project Epoch. I did play on the beta only for, like, a couple hours. I mean, I didn't want to spend too much time because I didn't want to burn myself out on that server. Do I have it? I thought they had a launcher for it. Did I uninstall it? No, see, right here. And why is this not pinned, right? Like, why is my Epoch not... it should be in here. Oh, there, it's right here. Let's move this down. Oh, I hate it when I do that. I didn't want to move in that group. How do you get out of the group? I hate it when you do this. Fucking Windows, man. How do you get it out of the group? Fuck me. I hate it when I do this. How do you even get it out? There, you just click on it. But now you've got this. What is this then? And then it puts it back in. Can we disband the resize? What's that do? No, fuck me. So stupid. I hate how it does this, man. Here, whatever. Anyways, so I don't know if the server's still running, but I do have the Epoch launcher installed. So, but yeah, I think Epoch looks very interesting. Like I said, I played on the beta for like a couple hours, but I purposely just wanted to make sure that I got the client up and running, that it did run, and there was no issues. And then once I got to that point, I just kind of didn't want to play. Like I didn't want to ruin my experience with it, because there's definitely some classic. It's basically a classic plus. I mean, they're doing lots of different things with Epoch, which I'm really excited about, because I do like the idea of classic plus done right. And the thing with classic plus is everybody's gonna have their own idea what classic plus really means. But to me, classic plus means taking vanilla WoW the way it is, like this, like what I'm playing right now, taking this and then at level 60 adding new content. I mean, you can add new leveling content as well if you want, but at level 60 we need additional content, maybe some new dungeons. And then you can add new content as far as like quests during the leveling process if you want. But to me, and add new zones, but the zones should all be parts of the existing world. You shouldn't be adding new continents. So if you're adding like new content, it would be something like, hey, like right here, you see this empty spot over here on the left side of the map. You know, flesh that out, put something there. Or like they did on Turtle WoW, like in Turtle WoW, like how, like in the wetlands of Turtle, there's all these mountains here. They put a big section of quests up here in the mountains. And you can do that on any of these maps in vanilla. You can go to a map and say, okay, where's there maps that, like here, there's a big chunk of map, like mountains here that aren't used. So you could put some stuff here. You could put stuff, right? You could push this down, put some caves, or, there's lots of room, in here. Like here, there's a bunch of mountains. There's room here where you could put something. If you go into the Blasted Lands, this set doesn't have a whole lot of stuff in here. You could flesh this out. Even the Deadwinds Pass here, you could put stuff. You could put some stuff over here, right? So there's lots of areas within the world map where you could add. And I would definitely add to the existing map. Don't add anything new. Just uncover existing areas of the map that aren't currently utilized for anything. That way it still feels like you're playing in the same world, but now it's Classic Plus. That's how I would do it. And then just add some new dungeons. I would like to see them add maybe like a couple of new classes, like how Turtle WoW did. I think adding like a class would be really cool. Add in like, I don't know, add in like a cleric maybe, or a bard, put like a bard in the game, maybe add a cleric. Maybe you could add what's another class we could add? I don't know, you could add like I'm trying to think of another good class you could add. You could add some sort of I think what class is missing? The classes that are missing in WoW are really support classes that are pure support classes, like a bard. Somebody that basically comes to a group and really does a lot of buffing. You could do a swashbuckler. That's a good idea. Add a class that's more of a dual wield specialist, right? Like a swashbuckler with a gun, or a class that's more of like a blade master. You could add like a blade master. Blade master is always a good class to add. You could add, if you wanted, you could do a monk. I've never been a big fan of monks, but you could do a monk if you wanted. But to me, bard, cleric, blade master, those are all good classes. And since tank, I would also try to focus on maybe adding a tank, because the thing that's missing for most group forms, tanks are the number one things that usually is missing for a group content, and then after that's healer. So I would, if you're going to add classes, I would want to add a class that has a tanking, specialization. Ra, what's the matter, kitty? This cat is really wanting my attention. It's okay, Ra. You all right? Here you go. Not sure what's going on. I know he got a fight with one of the other cats. He's got a vicious scratch on his left side of his face. Maybe he's not feeling well. All right, what do we need to do over here? We're kind of running around doing nothing, which is typical of me when I'm talking to people on stream. We still need the Dark Hounds, I guess. We also need some music. I kind of wasn't digging that playlist that we had going. Let's go we're just gonna demonetize this stream, and we'll just do some lights playlist here. All right. Now you're allergic to cats? Oh man. I like cats. I mean, we have a dog too, but I'm much more of a cat person because they're just easier to take care of. To me, they have a lot more personality than dogs. Dogs are just like, duh, 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 duh. You know, like they just want you to pet them and walk them. Cats are like crazy, man. My cats have so much personality. Some cats want to lay in my lap and chill. Some cats want to, you know, they want to fight each other. One cat just gets crazy, gets like a hair up his butt or something, and he just starts sprinting across the apartment left and right like a whiz way. My wife's always like, "Cool it, hot rod," because he just starts going crazy, running around like a psycho. That's Anubis, by the way. Anubis gets a hair up her butt every morning. Yeah, definitely, Looney. I want Classic Plus to feel like Vanilla WoW. I don't want there to be any power creep. You know, we can add new quests, add new content, and maybe add a few new abilities to the classes, but I don't want them to feel like they're like becoming like overpowered in any way. And we don't want to change the existing leveling experience. It should be the same. You know, keep it the same. There's nothing. It's fine the way it is. There's no reason to change it. So you get a black cat named Anixia. Nice. I like it. I have a black cat too. My black cat is named Osiris. You see the kind of theme here going on. We got Osiris, we got Anubis, and we got Amun-Ra. All Egyptian names. I do like Egyptian stuff. I'm sure I got pictures of the cats here. Hold on a second. Oh, let's see, cat.
Problems? Problems is for pussies.
Okay, here's my cat Osiris. This is when we got him when he was just a little baby. Here's Osiris again, performing his perfect Sphinx pose. He looks like a Sphinx. Here's Ra, chilling, looking out the window at night. And here's Cyrus laying on he loves laying on my clothes. This is Amun-Ra. That's the one that's bugging me right now because for some reason right now he wants a lot of attention. It's because my wife's in the hospital, and when she's not here, the cats, they kind of get weird. Well, I'm texting my wife. Hold on a second. Alright, so this is Amun-Ra, and this is the other cat I have, Anubis. So those are the three cats I have. Alright. And that's Ra sitting next to my computer. Yeah, I love Egyptology too. Maybe quests completely replace and makes rushing. I would, here's the thing, like, the thing is, I would love to make my own MMO, of course, because I have my own ideas on what I like, and the MMO I would make would be very, very hardcore. I'm sure a lot of people would absolutely hate it because the leveling process would be really slow. Like,
Lovely.
I kind of like the Lineage 2 leveling pace, like the original Lineage 2. No, I cannot. That will not happen. Because then I'd want to strangle the cat, and I don't want to hurt a cat, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, it would be very, 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 very grindy and challenging. The content would be challenging. There'd be danger around every corner. You'd be dying a lot, and I would definitely have a penalty too for dying. If you die, you would lose some experience. And I was also put in gear. I would put in gear critical damage, critical miss. So basically, like, your gear would have a chance to break if it gets too weak. So like if you let your gear get like too low in durability, it might break during combat. I would actually add that to the game. So you have to keep up you have to do upkeep on your weapons. And I would like to put some money sinks in the game. I would like to prevent people from getting too rich. And I would like to force people to interact with the players more. So put in stuff in the game that allows people to save money. Like I would make the NPCs that repair gear way more expensive than a player who specializes in weaponsmithing, so that if you went to another player to repair gear, it would actually be much cheaper. So I would try to promote people interacting with other players for reasons of professions or other skills. And definitely the leveling to max level, I would want it to be at least like 6 months to a year. So I would want the leveling to be so slow that you wouldn't really think about that. You would focus on other things. You'd focus on other systems of the game. You'd say, well, it's going to take me so long to level. I might as well work on, maybe probably professions, or maybe work on, upgrading my gear by doing some dungeons. I don't like MMOs where people just where the leveling content is just an after effect. It's just like it's so quick. I don't care. I'm going to level to like 1 to max level in like a day just so I can get to end game. I hate games that are like that. I can't stand games that are like that. Ra, come on. I'm going to have to put you out of the room if you don't stop. I don't know what he's doing. He's just like circling my feet. It's really weird. He doesn't normally do this, so I think it's just because Amber's in the hospital. Whoopin'? Yeah, that's a good name. That's not a bad name. My friend, years ago, like 12 years ago, my friend, he created a Tauren, big-ass Tauren warrior, and the Tauren, and his name was Gonna Hit Ya. Just Gonna Hit Ya. I was like, this. Like, it's a great name if he's like do a lot of PvP. You see this big ass Tauren warrior come up and his name's Gonna Hit Ya, and he just charges in. It's like, oh shit.
Lovely.
So what did you roll, Phoenix? What class did you create? He is the weapons trainer, really? I thought it was a player. Yeah, I need more subscribers, guys. You guys gotta spread the word, man. We gotta get more people coming to my YouTube channel. I always felt if I streamed on Twitch, I'd probably get a lot more people. I just hate Twitch. I don't like the way it works. Here, hold on a second. This cat, I don't know what's going on. Rob, you can't. I don't want you to keep circling me. Come on. I know what you want. Come on. Go on. Go play with your brother. I just threw the cat out there. I don't know what he's doing. He just normally when he circles my feet like that, it's because he wants something to eat. But he's got food in his bowl that I just put in there, and so I'm like, what do you want? It's really odd. He doesn't normally do that, but it's kind of annoying. Looks like Dylan Gomes trainer. There was a guy on the hardcore server called Art. I can't remember his name. Started with an A, and he was a paladin, and he had like really good gear, but he would walk around shirtless, and he RP'd. He completely RP'd everything, and he was like the best enchanter on the server. So I always went to him for my enchants, my weapon enchants and everything. He had almost every enchant in vanilla, except for life stealing. He finally did get life stealing. It took him a long time to get life stealing. But his name was like Arturius or something like that, and he always would walk around like this. He would be RP walking, and he had macros for everything. So whenever you got an enchant, and when he enchanted anything for you, he had macros with /target and stuff. So it would fill in the correct name because the text was the same for every person he talked to, but it automatically filled in whoever the target's name was. So whenever he enchanted something for me, he'd hit like a macro, and it'd say, faith be with you, and then whatever your character name was, and I'm glad I was able to help you on your quest, and and he had all these different macros, it was pretty cool, and he was really nice guy. If you talk to him, and you could always talk to him in whispers, and he was just a really cool guy, and he would like cut you deals too. I always tipped him really good, but he was always really really helpful. If you were like didn't have a lot of money, he would like help give you a chance. He crafted all my brilliant wizard oil, which was shit expensive, man. It was like 15, 20 gold a stack on that server. I think it was like 18 gold a stack for the brilliant wizard oil. All right, what am I doing? We're kind of getting off the beaten path again. So we need the gloom weed. Looks like we're done. We're not done with the blood yet, are we? Are we done? Oh yeah, I think we are done. Oh, we really finished that one quickly. We need the gloom weed, so let's see if we can get the gloom weed. Yeah, I've always felt that the RPPvP servers are the best servers. Really, they're like the best servers. Like generally, they have the nicest type of people. I played a lot on Bloodsail Buccaneers because that's where like the original hardcore community was Bloodsail Buccaneers. So I was on there a lot. My first hardcore character I ever got to 60 was a warrior named Cute. Just Cute. The word Cute, which I could not believe that the name wasn't taken. Right. So I had a warrior just called Cute, and I leveled her all the way to 60 without dying, and I still have that. I still have her. I still have that warrior on Bloodsail Buccaneers. She never died. Yeah, that was some of the most fun I've ever had in WoW. Was when Cargos and those guys first started the 2019 hardcore stuff. When they first did it, like it was so cool. And if you look at like my videos when it first started, I even had like some crazy like Diablo UI that Cargos was kind of using. So we go classic, WoW, hardcore, warrior. I don't know if we'll be able to find it. It'd be, I mean, like 3 years ago. Let's see. No, yeah, see, there's the Diablo. Is this, like, I don't know if this is the right character, but you can see here I'm level 47. And look at my interface. I was using this Diablo interface.
I interrupted that spell before he even hardly casted it. I knew he was going to do
It looks cool, though, doesn't it? The interface looks pretty cool. And I always had this little, like, watermark at the top left of, like, a warrior, which I thought was cool.
Boom! See you in the next life.
Ooh, talking trash to those zombies. I'm such a badass, right? Yeah, but this was hardcore. Look,
34 in Classic. Cool. It's awesome! It's all CD!
But yeah, that was some of the most fun I've ever had. Some of the most fun I've ever had playing WoW was that 2019 when they first started doing the hardcore community stuff. That stuff was just so... I mean, it was just so fun, you know? It made the game so much more challenging, you know? You couldn't die, and it was the first time I'd ever played hardcore, really, because I never did, like, original, like, hardcore stuff, so... Yeah. Why are you laughing? You laughing at me yelling, "It's all CD? It's all CD!" Yeah, it was, and the way that they did the hardcore too, Lenny, because you couldn't trade with other players, you couldn't group with other players, you couldn't do dungeons. The only time you could do dungeons is if everybody was a hardcore player using the hardcore add-on, and if everybody was within the level range of the dungeon. So you couldn't like run Scarlet Monastery if you were level 50, right? And you couldn't run Scarlet Monastery with like 4 players that are like level 35 and 1 player that's like level 55. You couldn't do that, right? So you couldn't like overpower any of the dungeons, right? And you could only run each dungeon once. So if you went into like Scarlet Monastery, like the cathedral, and you went halfway through it, didn't finish it, and left and broke group, that's it. You're done. You couldn't ever go back into to the cathedral again on your character ever. So the way they did that, because they didn't want people power leveling, doing just dungeons over and over again. So yeah, it was awesome. It was just awesome. It's a great way to play, and I actually much prefer it. I actually like leveling hardcore way more than this. Like, I like it a lot more. It's so much more fun. It make everything like it makes everything like mean so much. Like getting your every new power up you get via like a talent or an ability feels so much more impactful. And because you can't like run dungeons but like once, like you're not really gearing up in dungeons that much. So most of the gear you get is just stuff you get in the world, like drops off of mobs, stuff from quests and stuff like that. So it's just so fun. Oh yeah, I know Voivod. The name sounds familiar. Yeah. Hardcore is just, I'm telling you, hardcore is the most fun I've ever had. Most fun I've ever had. Now, I kind of agree with Cargos that once you get to 60, and I did play on the Skull Rock server at 60 for a while. I had multiple 60s on that, and I never died once I got to 60 on a hardcore character. But there were a lot of people, I saw a lot of people die. I mean, a lot of people died, and I was in groups where people died. But it was fun, but I kind of agree with Cargos that I would rather maybe not be hardcore at 60 just because there's always that worry that you can't do crazy stuff, because you can be really risky and do different and try to be risky and do crazy stuff, but you're really putting your life on the line and your 60 character could be gone. So, well, no, there's no PvP. There's no PvP, Looney. Hardcore servers are PvE servers. They don't do hardcore on a PvP server. It's just stupid, because if you did that, what would happen is you'd have people that would create guilds and would just go around ganking everybody. As it was, even on a PvE server, there was all kind of shenanigans where people would try to come up with ways to flag you so they could kill you. And there are ways that you can kind of almost force flag people, and people were doing that. There was guys that's all they did, was they went around trying to force flag people, or tried to fool people into accidentally flagging up so they could kill them. So
They'll all be mine in the end.
yeah, you can't do, if you did hardcore on a PvP server, what would happen is there'd be guilds that were created and they were just gank guilds, and their whole purpose of the guild would be to run around and kill all the hardcore players. I mean, and it would be awful, because there's nothing to stop. There would be nothing to stop like level 50 character from running around killing level 20 characters. Like there would be nothing that would stop that. So it just wouldn't really be fun, I mean, what's fun about getting killed by a level 50 when you're like level 20? Especially after you spend all that time getting to 20, even though I know it's not a lot of time. But what if you were like level 40 and you think how long it takes to get to level 40, and then some level 60 just comes over and kills you in like 2 seconds? I mean, it kind of ruins it, It just wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be fun. Nobody would really play it. If they did hardcore on a PvP server, you'd have a bunch of people that'd be like, "Oh yeah, this would be cool. It'll be challenging," and I guarantee you, after about a month, most of those people, after they die 2 or 3 times, will go play something else.
What would you ask of death?
It's funny. I'm not even reading any of these quests. I'm just grab a quest. So reliant on Questy these days, Although I've played Undead quite a bit, so I know most of these quests. I know.
What is it? Beware the living.
What do we get?
Trust no one.
So at level 8 we get Renew and Fade. Fade we don't really care too much, but Renew is really great. That's a great ability for us at level 8. Level 10 we're going to get Mind Blast, which obviously is going to be really important, going to be really useful, and also Shadow War Pain is going to be great, and then of course Inner Fire is going to be really good. So by the time we get to like level 12, plus we get Psychic Extreme at 14. So really, once we get to like 14, a lot of our core abilities are going to be accessible. Oh, and then the Horde have Touch of Weakness. Doesn't the Horde have Devouring Plague as well? There it is. When do you first get it, though? Let's see. Here's rank 2, but I don't see rank 1. But yeah, the Horde have Devouring Plague, which is really cool, especially for Shadow Freeze. It's another nice dot you've got access to. I'm not finding rank 1, though, for some reason. Let me talk to the... There's a priest trainer. I don't think I need to talk to them again for that quest. I don't believe. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense on hardcore at all. I mean, I think some people would think, oh yeah, this would be a great idea, but trust me,
I'm listening.
I've played MMOs too. I've played so many MMOs and I played them too long, and I can tell you, it just wouldn't work. Okay, there's a priest trainer. I think it was here, right? Right. Warlock.
What will you
No. Where was the
Our
priest
time.
trainer? Mage trainer. Level A.
I haven't got all day.
Priest trainer.
I'm listening.
Okay, we got renew and fade.
Time
Okay.
will come.
Fade is pretty simple. We're just in the shadow tree here, and then do we have mod shift mouse over? Yeah, and then I probably put that on. Let's see. Let's see what keybind I put that on. Okay, I thought so. I put it on D. I was correct.
Power to the Forsaken! Wicked.
All right. All right, we've got a lot of quests, so let's just start knocking them out. I don't... Oh, there it is. It's one of these wanted posters. Maggot Eye. Maggot Eye! Ah! Die, foul rat. Die. The evil of the Horde, of the Undead is seeping into my bones. Everybody must die. Yes, everyone. Alright. I had a small flash of evil there. I gotta flush that out of my system before we get going here. We had the rot hide. Yeah, baby. Oops. I guess I hit the F key twice. Am I scaring you? See what happens when I drink too much coffee?
Wicked.
What are we getting here? There it is. Man, I need a shower. I should have taken a shower before I started streaming. We got more Doomweed? It's a creepy looking plant. I took the the caffeine is working its miracles, right? Oh, wow. Somebody's texting me now. But now I can't go into the woods unless it's a drive only. Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to the hospital tomorrow. But I'm sure I probably will go to the hospital tomorrow, so probably won't be streaming. I gotta talk to my wife and see. See what her plan is tomorrow. Like, I'm hoping that she can come home tomorrow. She's been in the hospital ever since Monday. And when she went to the hospital Monday, I thought it would be like, I thought she'd be out at the latest on Tuesday. So this has been kind of a surprise. And they diagnosed her with POTS disease and all this other stuff. So give me some bad potions. Ooh, did I see it? I think I saw an alliance. I think I detected an alliance. Here, let's go kill him. I'm only level 8. Let's kill him. We can kill a level. It's probably a Scarlet Monastery enjoyer. Oh well, I don't know. Oh wow. We wouldn't have been able to kill him. We could have tried though. That's one of the things that I'm really excited about with the Shadow Priest is we'll be able to PvP. Like Shadow Priest is amazing at PvP, so that'll be a lot of fun. What's the first dungeon people do as the Horde, as an Undead? Like, I guess Shadowfang Keep, probably. What level is Shadowfang Keep anyway? Like 20... Is it like 22? We need to pick up mining too, so we can start mining. Because we need to go engineering.
Lovely.
Yeah, oh no, dude, you preach to the choir, man. I'm the worst person at creating characters. It takes me like half an hour. And if I'm playing like a new MMO that I've never played before, and it's got a really elaborate character creator, it'll take me like an hour, like no joke. It'll take me like an hour to create a character, because I'll have to go through all the options, see all the different combinations, see what they look like, and then finally figure out which one I like the best, and it takes me forever. I don't even remember a Shadow Priest talent build. Looney! Are you giving me money again, Looney? Looney. Thank you, Looney. I appreciate it, man. I never know how much money it is, but it doesn't matter. I don't care about the money. It's the thought that counts, man. I appreciate it. Now, everybody follow Looney's example and toss some money to this poor person whose wife's horribly sick.
Lovely.
I'm just joking, but thanks, Looney. I appreciate it as always. Thai bots. You know, I accept Bitcoin, Looney. I accept Bitcoin. You want me to give you my wallet address? Send me some Bitcoin. Although Bitcoin's took a dump this past week. I'm losing a lot of money. I was already back in. He cleared me for any brain issue related to eye and retinal tear. So the nurse was right. It was a side effect of med. That's good. So the ophthalmologist saw my wife and said that her eyes are okay, and it should be a side effect of med. So that's really good. Ermi's husband just farted. Okay, so her eyes are checked out okay, so that's really good. So she's seeing white lights and stuff. It's from the medication they just put her on today. You don't work for a show anymore, so you take a pay cut? Oh, because we're for Carbon Development Tech now? From bad company to good well, that's good. That's good. It definitely makes a difference. You know, I work for I work for a pretty good company. I used to think it was a lot better, to be honest, but it is a good company. There's been some questionable leadership, but I won't get into that. One of the people, the CEO of the company, was basically forced to leave because he was under investigation, and they didn't release the details, but I'm pretty sure he was screwing around with people he shouldn't be screwing around with because he's a married man. And I think he got caught as the CEO. They basically said, your history. That's all right, man. You know, I don't expect money. I don't ask people to donate me money. It's nice when people do, but you know, I certainly don't expect it or anything like that. You've donated money to me more than just about anybody. There's only one person who's donated money to me more than you, Looney, and it's Jawbone. I bet Jawbone's given me $500 or $600 over the past couple years. He's a nice guy. But I get the impression he has lots of money. Because I said, you shouldn't be giving me all this money. He's like, don't worry. He's like, don't worry about it. He's like, I can afford it. But there's plenty, like, you see people like Asmongold or big streamers, you see people throw these guys like big donations. There's so many like really, really ridiculously wealthy people in the world. I mean, it's the minority, obviously, but there's a lot of really, really rich people who have so much money, they don't even know what to do with it, you know? So they'll go watch a stream and donate like, you know, $5 grand, and to them it's like me donating $5, you know? It's like nothing, you know? We need some of those people to come to my stream, right? Yeah, but you donated. You donated more than almost everybody else.
Lovely. Lovely.
Yeah, well, Dubai too. There's a lot of rich people in Dubai. I think Dubai has like a really low cost of living, if I'm remembering correctly. But there's a lot of really wealthy people in Dubai. A lot of the cryptocurrency people like to live in Dubai. So what else do we need? We need the embalming ichor. Where does it come from? Oh, 5. Okay, I misread that. I thought I was done with the quest, but I still need 3 more. Oh yeah, there was like I've seen people get, you know, $10,000 donations, and it's just like unbelievable, right? I think Soda Poppin got 5K donation once. You know, like that's a lot of money. It was am I? Okay. But then you see the guys donate to the women, like what was her name? What was her name? That one girl that always streams on Twitch that gets so much money. Guys would like just throwing money at her. What was her name? I don't watch women that much. I'm a married man. I'm old. I'm not dictated by my second head like a lot of men out there. When you get to be in my age, you know, sex isn't. I get more excited about a new MMO than I do about sex anymore. Don't let my wife hear me say that. But I mean, you get old, man. You're just like, it isn't a priority. It's like, not a priority anymore. It's like sex is cool and all, but you're just like, come on. I was waiting for the comment from the peanut gallery. Maybe you ain't doing it right. But dude, I'm 53. God, how old am I? I'm 54. I can't even believe how old I am. I'm 54 years old. Yeah, there you go, Liddy. I mean, like, I'm gonna be 55. My wife, one of my wife's favorite things to say to me is she's so excited because we'll be able to live in, like, what is it, like 55 and over housing. she's like, you'll be able to get like discounts when you go to the movie theater, and I'm like, shut up. she likes to tease me about it, you know. Oh yeah, I don't look 55 either. I'm just a big kid. Yeah, I mean, I don't look 55. Most people look at me say maybe 45, you know.
Dead shall serve.
So. Oh, Sooty 54, wow. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, when WoW came out in 2004, I was 34 years old. You know? So the bad thing about being my age is that I don't know how much longer I'm going to be around. I might not be able to see all these cool new MMOs that eventually they'll make, you know? Okay, so we need the Embalming Acre, but we still need to do these Undead. Okay, let's finish the Embalming Acre, and then we'll do the Undead. And then, what do we got over here? We've got, we still need the Dust Bat on the Scarlet Monastery. Okay, cool. I know those quests. And I know what the Eyeball dude is, whatever, Rotten Eye, or whatever they call him. Mid-20s, cool. Why, I envy you. I wish I was in my mid-20s again. All I can say is enjoy your youth, because, man, when you get to be my age, things start to hurt. Like, you know when I wake up in the morning? Some days I wake up, my elbow hurts. And the things that hurt on me are for a good reason. Like, years and years of playing tennis, playing basketball. So I have, like, tendonitis in my elbow and my shoulder. And I work out, like, I do weight training on my, almost specifically just to try to stave off that pain. Like, if I didn't work out with weights at all, like, my shoulders I'd have a lot more pain in my shoulder. So I do a lot of stretching exercises with weights, you know, just trying to, like, loosen up the joints. And you got to keep the smaller tendons strong, because there's the major tendons in your joints, but it's the small tendons that really are the important ones. And those are the ones that get weak if you're not doing the right exercises. But yeah, well, as you get older, you start to think that way, because you're like, you know what I mean? You're like, I'm 50, I'm not that old. But when you're like 30, you're really not wanting to be 50. So, but yeah, your idea of what is old will definitely change as you get older. You know what I mean? It just does. My wife sent me a text.
You're so cute. I'm not cute. I am not. You're so cute. I'm not cute. I am not.
Another one. You. What's this one? Instinct, reason. Wait a second. I gotta respond to this. Hold on a second. Reason. Yeah, she sent me a picture of a person doing something based on instincts and someone doing based something on their reason. She goes, which one's you? And I go, that would be the person who makes decision based on reasoning. Whereas Amber makes decision based on, like, instinct, snap reaction. I think things through more than she does. Yeah, we're always joking. We have to. I mean, my wife's been through hell. I mean, literally hell. She's had 2 heart attacks in the past three years. And she's only 40, so it's like crazy. She has cardiovascular dysfunction, and now she's just been diagnosed with POTS disease. They're actually pretty related. Cardiovascular dysfunction is basically where your body seems to, like, not be able to manage. There's different things that it can be, but in her specific issue, her body, when she gets stressed, her veins constrict. Basically, they tighten up, and so, like, when she gets stressed out, her veins constrict, which restricts the blood flow through her body, which is why she basically had 2 heart attacks. and she was misdiagnosed. They thought she had like all these clogs in her veins from like plaque and shit, which we eventually find out that wasn't the case. So they were putting these stents in her to like open up the veins, which, you know, you don't like my song, man? Too bad. Here we go. We're putting it back on just for you, Lenny. Just for Looney. Okay, let's put on my Granger Smith playlist. This ought to irritate Looney. Hold on a second. My wife, of course, got me into country music. Where's my list? Where is it? I don't see it. I have too many playlists, that's why. Holy crap. Maybe I deleted it. Nope, there it is. Oh yeah. Here we go, Granger Smith.
I love TikTok. I love Facebook. I love Instagram.
I love you.
Really? No, YouTube.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, it's been really rough on her, on my wife, and on me. Been rough on both of us. You know what I mean? Down, hurry up, never get old. Music in the show. So I used to like hate country music, like really not like country music at all. My wife would play it all the time, and she hid it from me. She hid her love of music, love of country music from me, and she listens to music that I like. But then once we got married, the country music started creeping out. You know, we'd go on car trips in the car, and then she'd start playing. I'm like, "Why are you playing this country music?" You know what I mean? And thanks, Liddy. And I'm like, "Why are you playing this country music?" She's like, she just gave me that look, like, you know, like I got away with something by not letting me know. Because she knew I didn't like country music, of course. That's like the thing when you meet somebody, when you meet a girl for the first time or a girl meets a boy for the first time, there's always things about your personality that you try to hide from the other person because you know that maybe that person doesn't like it, right? I like electronic music too. I like all kinds of music. I mean, I don't like rap though. I'm sorry, I don't like rap. I can't stand rap. I mean, I like the Beastie Boys and stuff, but I can't listen to like any kind of weird hardcore rap shit. Especially if they start saying the P word and they start swearing and cursing and just being kind of vulgar. Yeah, you can forget. I don't like it. So. But yeah, she definitely would hide her love of country from me. And then we did a lot of trips to Tennessee. Like, we're on the car for 8 hours, and so she's playing like all this like country music, and she basically just made me, she just played. She's like, I'm driving, I'm play whatever I want, and I'm like, all right. And if you know my wife, which you don't, but my wife would she's stubborn. When she's gonna do something, she's gonna do it. You can't stop her, right? So there's no stopping my wife when she wants to do something. Right? She's very, very stubborn. And so I'm like, okay, play your country music, Like, and then after a while, just like anything in music, like if someone locks you in a room for a year and they give you music that you hate, like you like, let's say there's certain music like rap, like I don't like rap. If someone locked me in a room and all I heard was rap music for a year, eventually you're gonna start liking it. It's just the way the human mind works. Eventually you'll be like, oh, I guess this isn't too bad. You know what I mean? Which is kind of funny. We got married in 2019, September. Oh my God, I should remember. November 19th, 2019. November 19, 2018. She'd kill me if she heard me. I think that's the right date. I'm terrible at dates, man. Yeah, I think it's November 18th because because her birthday is like literally like a few days from that. So yeah, we've been married for like, I guess 5 years, 6 years this year.
Lovely.
Yeah, I was married once before, a long time ago. It's my first marriage, Looney. My wife never wants to hear me say it was my second. You know what I mean? She's like, you were never married. She's like, I'm the first person you ever married. You know what I mean? If I ever say I was married to someone else, she'll correct me. No, you weren't. To her, I've only ever been married once. To her. You know what I mean?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Do we have any? We don't have any buff food. Oh, we got. I don't know how we got this. We're gonna have to. I mean, my shaman's got all kinds of stuff we can send over, like scrolls and potions, and so we'll stock up on that later. What are the sounds we got going on here? This is a good song, actually.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Blinking eye at the yellow light. Oh, and you just might miss it all together. Just an old BP and a Dairy Queen, where the farmers meet to talk about the weather. It's a tailgate town, just a needle on a map dot round, 100 miles from the highway sound, in the middle of nowhere.
How were mistakes made? Did you die or what? Or you didn't? Your character wasn't created. You didn't like the way your character looked. I'm leveling my door finder right now, and something about the see, yep, that happens to me. I've created characters leveled like 5 levels and been like, nope, can't do it. Don't like this appearance. I got to reroll. You know. I mean, even this character here, I had to create. You know, I played. The thing is, I've played certain classes so many times throughout WoW, because I've been playing the game since 2004. So I've played lots of undead priests. I mean, I love undead priests. I think they're fantastic. So I knew pretty much what I wanted her to look like. I knew what face I wanted. I knew what character name I was going to use, and I knew the only thing that for me that was difficult. And I always use the same skin color. I always go with the blue. The only thing that I wasn't sure about was the hair and the hair color. So that was the only thing that took me a while to create this character, is which hair am I going to use? And I went with this one with the black, but I almost went green, and I kind of almost, don't get me going, I almost kind of wish I went green because I've never really played an undead with the green hair, but I think this looks the best, you know, to match it with armor. Like, because I always think about how's it going to look with different sets of armor, you know, and the green with the blue skin doesn't really, isn't always going to match gear as well as the dark hair with the kind of lightish blue skin will definitely match gear colorations a lot better. So, oh, you got to work, yeah. You like the beard? You said I don't like the beard you chose. You got these looks from her when I played Counter-Strike. I worked 24/7 and made the mistake of moving it. Oh man, don't move in with dude. Don't move in with a girlfriend. That's a big mistake. And not unless you're planning on marrying her. If you're gonna marry your girlfriend, then definitely move in with her first to see if you get along. Don't ever get married before you live with that person for at least 6 months. You got to make sure that you can actually get along, you know? But if you haven't got to the point where you know you're going to marry that person, or you're pretty sure that's who you're going to marry, then don't live with them. I wouldn't recommend that. Would not recommend that. Unless you're trying to save money. I mean, if you move with someone, you can save a lot of money, so, you know? But the sad part about this guy, this singer here, Granger Smith, is his son. Okay, he lost his son River. His son drowned in their pool, which is just, I mean, I can't tell you how awful that is. You know, like my son is like 20. Let's see, 98. My son is 26. And but you know, if he would have drowned at 5 in a pool, I would have been absolutely devastated. You know. I've met Granger a couple times. I saw him in concert and met him before the show, and then I saw him. He's actually quit being a musical singer, and he's actually a pastor now. He actually is a preacher basically. And I saw him preach at a church here in Florida, and I actually got to meet him after that as well. So I've met him a couple times. He's a really good guy. Just really nice person. I just have one, my son Phoenix. My son Phoenix is 26.
Lovely.
You probably add to your friends list. I do go to church, yeah. I haven't gone lately because my wife's been too sick, but we were going pretty much, you know, every Sunday. I'm also do a Bible group on Thursday nights, which also we haven't been doing lately because she's been too sick, but we were having like a Bible study every Thursday. Yeah, I like church. I mean, I struggle with it. I struggle with the belief in God, you know. I mean, I want to believe in God, and I'm a Catholic, you know, but I definitely have my doubts, and you know, but I'm working on it, you know what I mean? I'm working on that. Trying to believe in a higher power and stuff, and believe in God is not easy, you know. You know. Yeah, same way, Phoenix. I was raised Catholic, and went to church. My mom took me to church when I was young, and of course she made me go because she is a very big church goer. And then once I, you know, just a typical rebellious kid, once I got old enough to get away from home, I didn't go to church anymore. You know what I mean? And but then years later, I always kind of wanted to go back to church because I think church, even if there, you know, even if there is no God, I still think, and I'm not saying there isn't. I don't. I have like I said, I struggle with that, but I still think it's good to go. I mean, it teaches you good, you know, being someone who believes in the Bible and believes in the Ten Commandments. You know, you try to be a good person, you know, and be good to your neighbor and all that. And those are all good values. So I think everybody should have those good values. So. But like I said, I struggle with it, man. You know, some days I believe there's a God, and some days I don't. You know, it's tough. It's a tough thing to just, you know, they say faith, right? It's tough to have faith, you know, but that's what you have to have. You have to have faith that He is up there and He does care about you. You know what I mean? But when you see all the bad things that happen in the world, that's what makes you have doubt. You know, that's what makes you think, well, why would He want to let all these people? You know, why would He want to let people suffer and let all these horrible things go on, you know? So, it's tough. 33 is just whistling by. Hugging that line. Freedom is the miles I'm rolling on. 2019. Yeah. Yeah, the church I go to is really good. It's a really good church. I really like it. I'm not going to tell you guys what church it is because I don't want people to know where I go to church, unfortunately, but it is a really good church. Yeah. It's really cool. Like, it was hard for me to go back to church after being away from church for so long. Because churches today are a lot different than churches when I went to church when I was younger. You know, they're a lot different, so.
Horde to the Forsaken!
Let's see. Yeah, they always have like their music. Like when I go to church now, it's like they sing 3 songs and you're standing the whole time while they go through and sing like 3 different songs and people are singing along. It's a lot different. You know, like when I went to a Roman Catholic church, it's very organized. It's like that episode of Mr. Bean. That was like the church I grew up going to. So if you go to, let's see, let's close that one. What's that Mr. Bean episode? That's like the church was like when I went to church. So Mr. Bean Church, right? So when I went to church, it was like this. Roll by the sea. This is one of my all-time favorite Mr. Bean episodes, right? Freaking love it. Looking at the ceiling. I love the old Mr. Bean stuff, dude. Yeah. is the end. New gnome. Yeah, but you go back. I go back and watch those old Mr. Beans. I mean, they're freaking hilarious. Me and my wife watch them together, and I just freaking love them. But yeah, that's what my church was like. It was that old school Roman Catholic church, you know, where they recite the same prayers every time. It was very structured and organized. And so when I went to the new churches nowadays, they were like crazy. I like was completely shocked, you know, like all the music and just everything about them was just a lot different, you know. So. But the church we go to now is pretty good. Anyways, I need to get, let's see, we need Thurman. Where are you, Thurman? Storman Norman, but no, it's Thurman. Here he is. Mr. Thurman. You going down, clown? Yeah, a lot of churches are really bad. Like the one church we went to was a pretty good church. Then they actually were struggling financially, so they got bought out by another church, and it was like one of those mega, kind of like a mega church, and it was just like awful, man. Like their church when you go to their service, it was like going to like a movie theater with like they literally had a smoke machine and like a light show, and I'm like, this isn't freaking church. Like when I go to church, the most important thing to me when I go to church is the sermon. I want to hear the preacher give the sermon, you know, and talk about the Bible. That's all I care about. I don't care about the music. I don't care about all that lights and smoke show. And that's for the younger freaking millennials, man. That's not for me. I'm not here for a fucking concert. It's not a rock concert, man. If I want to go to a concert, I go to a concert. Mi mama, mi ama. I don't know what you're saying. Is this Italian? Abera? I don't know. Okay, I'm probably gonna die here. Yeah, let's just.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
We're gonna run away. I don't think I have any healing potions, so no, I don't. We're okay. We got shield coming up in 1 second. Booyah! Oh, combat ended already. We're good. Gigantic Texas does stuff. Yeah. I mean, some of the religious music, there is some really good, you know, religious music. Some of it's really good. I'm not gonna lie, but like I said, my wife's kind of corrupted me into listening to stuff that I didn't used to like, so. Kinder. Like a radio driving in strong. Come on. I love that the guitar riff he does here. And of course, I love guitar. I'm a guitar player myself. I love his Telecaster, by the way, but I love his little guitar riff here. I mean, it's so simple, but in the context of this song, it works really well, right? That little guitar riff there, that's just perfect for that song. Love it. Love it. And like I said, I play guitar, so I love that shit. But yeah, let's see. There's some really good religious music. This one though is my favorite. This is my favorite, like, religious, like, well, worship. They call it worship music, but this is my favorite worship song. It's really good.
Come on, we sing together. You call me out upon
She almost looks like Sinead O'Connor or something.
the great unknown, where feet may fail,
She's a really good singer though. Great voice.
and there I find you in the mystery, in oceans deep. My faith will stand. Come on, you make it your prayer. And I will call upon your name, Jesus, and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. For I am yours, and you are mine. Your grace abounds in deepest waters. Your sovereign hand will be my guide. Come on, you sing. Where feet may fail. Come on. You've never failed. Come on. And you won't stop now, Jesus. So I will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. For I am yours. You are
I can't take out 3 at once. Yeah.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I'm going down.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, I don't think I can take out those guys. Too many of them. But I need to, because that's where the last person is for the quest. The niece's remains. We'll have to probably skip that part of the quest for now. I think I'm gonna take a break anyway. Though I haven't eaten, although it's midnight. But I'm still gonna get something to eat. I shouldn't eat at midnight, but I'm hungry. But yeah, I love this. This singer's really good.
Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made.
Wait till she like gets into like when she really hits it with her vocals, man. It's amazing.
Come on, let it be your prayer. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the water. Come on. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without
But yeah, you could hear her voice there, man. She hit some really high notes, and that wasn't like falsetto either, man. She's really got a good voice. But yeah, that's what's her name's Tia, I think. Taya. What is her name? Hold on a second. Taya. She's not with that religious affiliation anymore. It was Taya Smith? Yeah. But you can listen to some of her music on her YouTube site, and she's got a really, really good voice. I'm trying to think which one I like. There's one song she had. A lot of her stuff is almost a little bit country, but
To clear the way, who can I turn to? I turn to you. I won't lean on my own understanding. I will let
yeah, but it sounds like very kind of almost like country worship type music. But she's good. She's a good singer. Anyways, I am going to take a break. I'll probably come back and play some more, but I probably won't stream because I'm tired. And I can't level fast when I'm streaming. Like I'm level 8. I should be like at least like level 10 or 12 by now. But I'm just like I start talking to you guys on stream and it slows me down. I've never been good at leveling very quickly when I'm streaming. Some streamers can do it. I can't. I just can't do it. I'm the kind of person like squirrel. You know what I mean? I get distracted really easily. I'm very scatterbrained, so people start asking questions. You see what happens? I go on tangents. I start bringing up other browser windows and looking at singers and look at it. You know what I mean? Why the hell we start watching Mr. Bean? That's not conducive to fast living, but it sure is fun though. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Thanks for the donation, Looney. I appreciate it as always. I hope you guys are having a good night. Tomorrow, like I said, I'll probably be going to the hospital to see my wife, so I'm hoping she can come home tomorrow. I don't know if she'll be able to come home tomorrow. I'm really hoping she does. Like having her in the hospital has been really rough on both of us. Haven't been getting good sleep. Last night was the first time I got any sleep in almost all week, and even that was like not enough because I'm still not caught up. Hopefully I'll sleep good tonight. I got some. I have some, Tylenol PM. It's got like the sleep aid in it. And I actually took one of those last night. It was probably the only reason I was able to sleep. But yeah, I think I'm definitely looking forward to playing the Shadow Priest because the Shaman was okay. The Shaman, and I spent so much time getting her engineering up and getting her, even her cooking. I was working getting her cooking up because she got the recipe for Deviate Delight. I had it dropped off a mob, and unfortunately, I already learned it. So, but who knows if I'll have time to? But then to make that, you've got to fish up the Deviate fish. So then I would have to level up fishing, and I don't know if I'm into spending that much time to level up fishing on this server because I don't know how long this server is going to be active. I hope it'll be active for a while, but we just don't know. We don't know when people are going to jump off the server because some people are going to go play Season Discovery the next phase. Some people might go play Everlook tomorrow. I don't really know. So, but we'll try to play where there's at least a decent community. That's the goal, is to keep playing on servers where there's a good community. But I actually would not be opposed to hardcore again. I actually miss hardcore. I think leveling hardcore is my favorite leveling. Just leveling like these characters here is kind of, I don't want to say boring, but it is a little boring. Whereas when you're doing hardcore, there's just that extra danger, that extra like thing in the back of your head where like you could die at any moment, and it sucks when you do. Like when you like level to like the highest level I've ever had die. So I've been pretty, and I think in general, like once you get to a certain level, it's hard to die because you get too much of your toolkit, and you just have more health. You can die, but it's not as easy to die. I think the highest level character I've ever had die was level 28. I don't think I've ever had a character die later than that in hardcore. Once I've gotten past 28, I've always gotten to 60. The last time I died was on a hunter on Skull Rock, and she was level 20. I think she might have been 24, 25, and I died to a power outage, or to an outage. The power went out, and by the time I got back, I was dead. So And then the time before that, I don't remember. So, but anyways, like I said, I'm going to take a break, maybe get something to eat, maybe watch some TV, take a little break, and then if I'm not too tired, I might try to jump back and keep leveling my priest. But I'd like to surpass the shaman fairly quickly if I can. I don't know. A lot of it depends, like I said, a lot depends on my wife and when she gets home and what's going on. So I've been kind of able to, since she's been in the hospital, I've been kind of able to play a little bit more almost, but honestly, it's hard to play because I'm so worried about her that it's been very difficult. I've always thought that these shields, I don't know about you guys, these shields always look like little kittens' faces. See the little whiskers here? I've always thought that this was like a cat face. Like, here's the two little whiskers, here's the nose. It's just missing the eyes. Like, if they would have put a couple eyes over here, you'd have, you know, these little cat whiskers. Just side. See how I get distracted? All right, I'll catch you guys there. I hope everybody's having a good one. Peace out. Peace out.